Hello, BookTube. I thought on this gray, rainy day at the end of September that I would give you a fresh reminder of your October, because your October is going to be very busy when it comes to BookTube, and I don't want to hear anybody saying, "Oh, I'm sorry, I can't really." Right? It's not going to be anything like that. Okay? We're all going to participate because you haven't experienced BookTube until you have experienced it rearing up like a monster tsunami wave and crushing the life out of you. So I want to go through a few things. Now, there are a bunch of others. I'm sure there are a bunch of other things happening on BookTube in October. But there are a few that one that I've mentioned in passing is Inktober, which is not specifically on BookTube. It's on Instagram instead. It's on the Bookstagram section of Instagram, although it's all over Instagram, where in October you do a sketch every day and post it on Instagram. I have an Instagram channel. I absolutely love it. It's Steve's Bookstagram. I'll leave a link down below. I invite you all to come over and take a look. But I also invite you all to participate. It's a lot of fun. And if you think, well, I can't draw, then draw stick figures and make funny word balloons. One way or another. It's fun to participate. Believe me, it is. Then we've got Victober, which I mentioned on this channel before. I did an announcement video and I did a TBR. Victober is going to be run all throughout the month of October. It's Katie at Books and Things and a bunch of other great booktubers celebrating all things Victorian for the month of October. I've been seeing lots of TBR videos crop up. I'm thinking that as usual, a lot of people are going to participate. I'm hoping that a lot more do. If you're listening to this and you're on the fence, read some Victorians in the month of October. Join Victober. I think they're going to do a whole the whole 9 yards. They're going to do hashtags and all that sort of thing. But the main thing is videos. If you're a booktuber and you're making videos, then read some Victorian stuff and make a video or two. That'd be fun. I haven't quite figured out how many Victober videos I'm going to do in October. I might do one a week, just for the fun of it. But there's that. But then there are also two events for this channel. And one is our read-along, SHERLOCKOBER, which just happens also to be Victorian, where we're going to be reading in each week in the month of October a suite of Sherlock Holmes short stories. We've been doing novels. We've been doing read-alongs of two big signature novels. In October, we're going to do a bunch of short stories, not all, about half of the short stories, to give you a feel for all the rest of it. Now, that will leave, for some other time, not only the Valley of Fear, but also the Hound of the Baskervilles. We'll leave those. This isn't the whole of the Holmes canon, but we'll do. In October, we're going to do a quick tour of some terrific short stories, and we'll talk about them in bits and pieces each week. But there's also another event on this channel, an event that I am doing with two other booktubers, with Justin at Ghost Reader and with James Chatham. I am doing OCTOLKIEN, where in the month of October we celebrate all things J.R.R. Tolkien. I think that we're splitting up all of the works. I know that. I think that that James is doing the spin-off novels, The Children of Hurin, The Fall of Gondolin, that sort of thing, the Untold Tales side of Tolkien. I'm pretty sure that Justin is doing The Hobbit and The Lord of the Rings, just the Tolkien that we know best. And I myself am going to do the Silmarillion. I've always wanted to talk about the Silmarillion. I watched Lukash's great videos on it, and I'll link to some of those down below. And I'm eager to give my 2 cents worth on this. The Silmarillion, for those of you who might not know, you might be familiar with Tolkien from The Lord of the Rings or The Hobbit. The Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit are stories floating on the surface of a vastly deep legendarium. And Tolkien wrote the Bible for that legendarium. He wrote a long story about the peoples that lived and fought and died thousands of years before Bilbo Baggins was born. And that's the Silmarillion. And I'm going to be talking about it, and I'm pretty sure that what I want to do is a chunk every week. Just work my way through the Silmarillion. At this point, I don't really expect any of you to read the Silmarillion with me, because it's a bit, unless you're a Tolkien fan, it's a bit slow going. It can be a bit of a slog. He wrote it very much in the voice of the Old Testament and in the voice of old Icelandic sagas. So it's not just that there are a million names and a million places and a million peoples, and that the time frame is not conducive to a single narrative. It's also that the diction, just the way it's told, is so strange that it can be an undertaking. If you're interested in reading along with me, if you'd like me to actually post ahead of time the parts that I'm going to talk about, then feel free to sing out in the comments field. But my assumption was that there won't be much interest in that, and that I will just make videos. And that is OCTOLKIEN in October. So that right there is 4 big events, and I'm probably leaving out quite a few. But so October is going to be busy. I thought I would make this video so that you could. I'll leave all the appropriate links down below so that you could arrange your calendar accordingly. We have October to go through, and then we have November. November has a couple of big events too, but we'll get to those. For now, October's right around the corner, so I wanted to make a reminder video for you. But I'll wrap this up now. I'll leave all the links, and I'll see you soon. Thank you, BookTube.